All right, we're going to go build another ship. And it's going to be another Praxis. I think we're going to try and build it with lasers and sentry drones. Try that combo, see how it works out.
Drive active.
Downside to sentries can't be moving much. Yeah, well, so I'll orbit them at like 5K or something. So just so I'll have a little bit of transversal. And then that's close enough that I can pick them back up if they're getting damaged. Or if I have a free high slot, then maybe I put in an armor repair.
Welcome to the Dragons.
5 just followed.
E5, thank you for the follow. And
Welcome to the Dragons.
Sarvagenation.
Savage Nation just
Oh,
followed.
Savage Nation. Savage Nation. Oh my goodness. I just can't pronounce shit to save my life. Welcome.
Warp drive active.
Take a minute to get there, and then we'll figure up some sort of Praxis laser fit PvE. I have the ship already, so I won't have to spend anything on that.
Active.
Will I have enough cap for lasers? I don't know. We'll have to find out. It fits while I'm flying. This one's 3 billion. The hell, man. It says it does 2K DPS. I don't even know. That is just way too much money for the darn thing. You know?
Warp drive active.
Praxis for C3 sites. No propulsion. Price is 300 million. Doesn't have, you know, it's not laser. Crab Praxis. Pretty cheap. But yeah, and it's not quite what I'm looking for.
Warp drive active.
These are all, man, look at all them batteries in there. Gee whiz. These are all missiles. You know, I don't know that we're going to be able to do a fit that's... If there's no highly rated fits for these... D3 runner.
Warp drive active.
9 billion, too much. Drone ratting. All right. Another level 4 rat. Sniper. All right. Probably enough there.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, this is already... when he's got an abyssal thing in here, this is... That's PvP.
Docking
I don't know.
accepted.
Cruise missile. It's got... And there, I don't know. And why, if this... I'm not sure why on that. I'm going to come back to that one potentially. This one has an auto-targeter. Oh, is this, what's his name's? Says uploader is anonymous. This looks similar to the other one. It's linked to me earlier. It's not quite the same. Another one, rapid lights. This one looks like it potentially could be interesting. It's got a large booster, 275,000. Might be something to work off of to build a shield rep one. Another one. And you know, if they got missiles up here and they got drones in here too, why not use like the X modules that give both drone damage and missile damage? Seems to me that might be. Am I gonna sell any that you collect? They're all already gone. Those are empty boxes. So, man, you know, there was one that mentioned that it was for drone area. And there's been none of these have had, is this one, 350. Those are cruise missile. This one's interesting. Maybe we can build something off of it. But there's been none of them here that are laser. So Ruse with sentries. That's kind of what we're talking about. I don't know why Cruise. Does Cruise gonna hit more solid than heavies? I mean, you don't want to be going for forever, though. This doesn't have any sort of shield rep or armor rep. And it's way out there, and it says that it wants to use sentries? Sentry ratting. He has sentries in here, but are these... okay, so those get longer range. I don't know. Thinking that maybe we're not seeing any fits because it's not a good idea. How about the most recent ones came out? Yeah, we won't have any of those to sell either. We don't sell anything physical from our store. Or anything here that indicates anything about lasers. There's a lot of Praxis fits in here. Yeah, there's a lot of fits that don't make much sense. Well, you can go, I have these sorted by votes or whatever. So stuff that's been upvoted. And, what leads me to believe is that there's none of them with any upvotes that have lasers is that it may not be good at lasers. And so... and here we are at the end of them. All right. So, I wonder if I can, do something like this, but, with heat sinks or whatever, and just see. This might be really cap intensive. Let's just take a peek at it and see what we can do. All right, so this thing's stable as it is. God, there's a lot of junk in the trunk here. Stable. It's just barely stable. Energy turrets. This is what's going to take up most of the stuff, and you know, leaving that on. And ammo goes with these. Throw a configuration in there. So it's 857. And like this, it's going to be within 16. So I mean a pretty heavy rep on the shield. If we put Scorch in there, 655, 44. So let's find, we'll work on this power stuff here in a minute. I don't know why. Need an overclocking unit. I don't think that's going to be needed. Okay. Well, there we go on the CPU. Now we're over on that. How much are we over? 500 at 400. Okay. All right, well, that one works. I need so much capacitor. Yeah, because of this. Which I haven't put, I haven't changed that out yet, but yeah, I think so. So, and drones, we're going to use curators. We'll use faction curators. Wow, that brings us up to only 826. I feel like we need a... No, you don't do two Ishtars in the same anomaly. Because the drones lose their focus. You want to do only one. Unless you're manually controlling the drones all the time. But they have a hard time. I find that my drones get chewed up a lot more when I put two of them in there. So I need to change some stuff on this still. Okay. What is it called? All of a sudden, I can't remember what it's called. Thing to blow up their signature. Target painter. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this ship. And how far are these curators going to reach? Optimal range 53. Yeah, and this is 44, so they'd be within the right range. This doesn't really. Okay,
You,
so
sir, rock.
Jono 1701 just subscribed for 2 months.
Jono, thank you for the sub. 20 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you. It's really very questionable as to whether or not running lasers on this is going to be, good. I think I'm going to take this propulsion out, and that frees us up for putting something else in there. Minute 40 seconds on that. I wonder if we put in a second battery up there. 2 minutes 15. These are just Tech 1. Probably change those to Tech 2. Now, I'm feeling pretty iffy about this. Yeah, it's like maybe, you know, you warp in at 40, 30, something like that. And then just sit there and shoot everything. It takes only 5 seconds off the battery. It is nice to have an auto targeter in there. Not required. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can take these, change them over to Tech 2. Interesting. I think we had 20, and we're not gonna be able to change the other one. It's compact. What version is this? Stalwart.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Grogrid answer just followed.
That's 811. Stalwart. 790. All right.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Manipoli just followed.
So, Grogro and Manny, thank you for the follows. Welcome. I think this looks a little ugly, to be honest. You know, I think it's worth a try, throwing it out there and seeing what happens, seeing how it feels. But at the same time, it feels a little messy. So, you know, it might do okay. It might not. It's got the right damage type. We can take both conflagration and the scorch. Scorch is going to reach further. Conflagration will hit harder. So that's 859, and now it's 1212. Man, that hits a lot harder. But now we're down to 16 instead of 44 on the distance. But you know, if the tank holds up well, which it's not a heavy tank on this, but if the tank holds up well, then, you know, maybe. Shaves 15 seconds, 20 seconds off of the time to using conflagration. So, let's see here. Load the ammo. Let's pull all this extra shit out of here. It's like they have a lot of extra stuff in here for I don't know why. Thought about that. Am I going to need a web? Probably not. Not if I take them out soon enough. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's going to drive up the price a bit, but I think I'm going to use Scorch more than Conflagration. And then 6 guns. If we need better tracking for some reason, then we've got the Imperial Navy multi-frequency in here. So that'll be that. And then for drones, I think we'll do Imperial Navy Praetors. I'm gonna have 4 of those. And then we've got just a little bit of drone space left. So, acolytes. We go with these because of the increased durability. I think they're going to get heavily targeted. All right. It's not very expensive. It's under 300 million. I think it looks okay. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I put in drone damage in here. Drone damage amplifier. Let's see here. We gotta put ammo in this for this comparison. So we're at 859. Oh yeah, that's more. 83. Doesn't affect the timing on that. Oh, interesting. So the total DPS stays the same when changing this out for drone damage. Yeah, it's a laser PvE Praxis. It's kind of a strange beast. May or may not work. That'll give a little bit more to the drones. And the drones, their optimal range is 53, where those lasers are 44. So we'll bring up the drones a little bit on their damage. And it takes the lasers down a little bit. But I think that'll be good. So, all right, let's save this. And I'm iffy on whether or not this is really going to work. But there it is. Okay, I think I already have I have a Praxis here, so I don't need to buy another one of those. It's got a really mixed match of stuff. All right, 130 million to outfit it. It's not bad. All right, there it is. Wow, and it says 429 DPS with just the drones. How'd the drone damage go up? Oh, because it's probably not using the sentries. It's probably using the Praetors. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, if we get into a brawl on the way there, we're going to want this fitted. And then I want to take we're going to take some extra drones to put up there. All right. There we have it. If this works out, we'll post it on EWB. I don't know if it's going to. We're going to try. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll see you in the next episode.